Update: Nick Carter has since released a statement denying Melissa Schuman's allegations. Click here to see his statement. Original story: Nick Carter, 37, has been accused of sexually assaulting and raping Melissa Schuman, a 33-year-old singer best known for being in the 90s girl group Dream. She detailed her alleged encounter with a Backstreet Boys singer, which occurred when she was just 18. Melissa claims Nick forced her into sex, even though she was a virgin, and allegedly told him that she wanted to wait until marriage before she engaged in the act of intercourse. She described his graphic, violent sexual behavior towards her in a blog post published on November 2. See an excerpt below. After kissing for a moment, he took my hand and brought me into the bathroom adjacent to his office. He shut the door and we continued to kiss. I asked him what we were doing in there. He didn't respond and continued to kiss me. He then picked me up, put me on the bathroom counter and started to unbutton my pants. I told him I didn't want to go any further. He didn't listen. He didn't care. He told me, "Don't worry. I won't tell anybody." I told him that's not why I didn't want to do it. He took off my pants anyway, and then proceeded to perform oral on me. I told him to stop, but he didn't. So I turned off the bathroom light so I wouldn't see anything. He kept turning the light back on because he told me he wanted to look at me. I remember thinking at that point that maybe after this he will just stop, but he didn't. Someone in the house knocked on the bathroom door, so he took me into the other bathroom to pick up where he left off. He then took off his pants. I will never forget this moment. There was a bathroom nightlight, so although it was dark, it was dimly lit enough for me to see myself in the bathroom mirror. He sat himself on the bathroom counter and asked me to perform oral on him. I declined. He was upset. He told me, "I did it for you and it's only right you do it for me." I felt scared and trapped. He was visually and clearly growing very angry and impatient with me. I couldn't leave. It was evident to me that I couldn't leave. He was stronger and much bigger than me, and there was no way I would be able to open that door or have anyone help me. My friend couldn't help me. I didn't even know where she was. So when he placed my hand on his penis, my thought was the only way to get out was to get to him to finish what he had started. That's where I saw myself, my reflection, watching myself do something that I was sickened by. Watching myself be assaulted, forced to engage in an act against my will. Same as before, his appetite was still not satisfied and now took me to the bedroom. It was late. The apartment was now dark and all you could hear was the remaining music in the living room. He threw me on the bed and climbed on top of me. Again, I told him that I was a virgin and I didn't want to have sex. I told him that I was saving myself for my future husband. I said it over and over again. He whispered in my ear as to entice me, "I could be your husband." He was relentless, refusing to take my nos for an answer. He was heavy, too heavy to get out from under him. Then I felt it. He put something inside of me. I asked him what it was and he whispered in my ear once more, "It's all me, baby." It was done. The one thing I had held as a virtue had been ruined. I went limp, turned my head to my left and decided I would just go to sleep now. I wanted to believe it was some sort of nightmare I was dreaming up. To read Melissa's full story, which also details how she and Nick allegedly met, how she ended up in his Santa Monica apartment, and how she was later forced to record a duet with him, click here. As to why she never came forward before, Melissa said she felt ashamed and didn't want to be known for the girl who allegedly got raped by Nick Carter. However, once the gross accusations of Harvey Weinstein emerged, she felt an obligation to also share her story. "I feel I have an obligation now to come forward with a hope and intention to inspire and encourage other victims to tell their story. We are stronger in numbers." If you are reading this and you have been assaulted, know you don't have to be silent and you are not alone. I know it's scary. I'm scared. I believe you. I stand with you and together I hope we can bring light to things that have been lost in the darkness for so long, she said. HollywoodLife.com has reached out to Nick Carter and Melissa's reps for comment but did not receive an immediate response.